Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, is supported by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code Club at 22. Your balls will thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 1, Dundee United now on a very foggy, cold day at Ibrox. Bit of a slog, but we got there. I am your host Scott Carney, I'm joined by Ali Pearson.
Thank fuck for that, that's all I can say.
Scott Gable.
3 points, that's all that matters in the end, isn't it?
That is all that matters, yes. Less than a classic, I think that's probably been a bit polite about the game. But we've got there in the end, and I suppose that's all really does that matters. The start 11 was raised a few eyebrows, I'm not going to be honest. It was McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Patterson, Lundstrom, Kamara, Arfield, Kent, Morelos and Hadji. Massive shock, Ali, that Aribo's not there.
Yeah, I mean, I did mention in the preview that Aribo was one booking away from missing the old firm. I still would have played him because, as me and Carney said, he's not a dirty player, Joe Aribo. And yeah, it was a bit weird not to see him. I thought it was weird not to see Sakala as well because I thought the way Dundee United was set up, we could get Joy there. And yeah, I would like to know a Rangers fan that predicted that starting lineup.
I don't think there was one. Scott, your thoughts on the team?
Yeah, it's a strange one. I keep on saying that there's two positions that I'm never sure about, and that's usually the right side of midfield along with Kamara and whoever's playing out on the right, be that Hadji, be that Sakala. Aribo not starting wasn't a massive surprise given that booking was there, and we probably did need to freshen the team up a wee bit. And then obviously Barisic taken ill during the game midweek. It wasn't a huge, well, the only option you really had was Patterson because as we keep on saying, Simpson's, yeah, I mean, although he was on the bench today, I think Simpson's time at Rangers is up, so not a huge shock. It was a weird team to see.
And Dundee United were missing quite a few players today, particularly in the middle of the park, so whether Van Bronckhorst looked at it and thought we should have enough to beat Dundee United, and we should have enough to beat Dundee United without Joe Aribo, that's probably what he thought.
Possibly is what he thought. I'm a wee bit shocked. Obviously into the game immediately, Tav lined up at centre back, made the whole of Ibrox go, what is that? What is happening there? I think it lasted all of about 2 minutes before eventually Patterson got moved out to the left hand side and Tav moved back to right back, obviously with Goldson and Bassey in the middle of the defence. The first half, I really don't know what to pull out of the first half. It was a non-event. The Rangers were poor, really poor. I thought there was nothing happening in either of the final thirds. I'll get on to it early. Yanis Hadji was awful. Maybe the worst half I've seen Yanis Hadji, to be honest. I didn't think anything really came off from him in that half. And in hindsight, it's a beautiful thing, having Hadji and Kamara in the same team. To do that role the way that Gio's having us lined up, I'm not sure 100% works, but I literally have nothing to report on the first half. Ali, anything to add?
Like you said, setting up, we were all going, right, Patterson will play left back here. We set up, as you said, with Goldson playing left-sided centre half, Tav is the right-sided centre half, Patterson the right back, and Bassett left back. Everyone in Ibrox went, what is going on here?
Apart from Jamie Lowe.
Apart from Jamie Lowe,
but it was utterly bizarre. And it, as you said, Carney, it lasted all of 2 minutes, and then they shuffled into how we thought it all should be. Whether that was a ploy, I really do not know what it was. I'd love to ask Gio, but it was an extreme non-event the first half. I mean, I know Scotia's main man is Hadji, but I'm sorry. Yanis Hadji, that first half was absolutely woeful. Everything he touched, it just wasn't coming off for him today at all. And why we persist with him on the right hand side is beyond me. It didn't work under Gerrard, and it isn't working under Gio. To me, you play him in the middle of the park. That's where he is. He's wasted out on the right, and once again, it proves why. Don't play him on the right hand side. And I hope Gio looked at that today. We'll obviously come out second half and see that. For going forward, don't play him there because Oh, he was terrible today, Hadji. I mean, he's been good for us, Hadji, but it just wasn't his day.
No, Scotia,
he's your man.
He's your man. Defend him.
Yeah, I've been walking down Paisley Road today, and I was pretty quiet because I was trying to find ways to defend him. And yeah, I don't disagree. He was pretty poor today.
He wasn't alone, to be fair.
But I think that's what I was going to come on to. I don't think the whole team in that first half were great, and Hadji was the one that was getting the ball all the time because Kent was getting like double marked as he usually is. So we were always trying to play through Hadji, and as soon as Hadji has his first couple of poor touches, it just kind of followed on from there. But having Lundstrom and Kamara in the same team against Dundee United, I don't think helped. Arfield looked a wee bit lost because you had Lundstrom and Kamara there. So because Hadji was the one that we were going to all the time, he was the one making mistakes. He's the more obvious one people go in the back of straight away. And as well, because he's playing out on the right hand side, when you hit like a long ball for him to try and run onto, he's not going to give you the same that Kent gives you out on the left hand side there, and it never works, and people just got on his back. Too much for my liking, but as you say, I am a big Yanis Hadji fan, so I'll probably be far more lenient than you guys would be.
I think he's an easy target at times, Hadji, because we look on the left hand side with Ryan Kent, who has got pace, flicks, tricks and everything. That's not Hadji's game, and I think a lot of people look on the right hand side at that, but I just thought the balance was all wrong the first half. As we said, as Scotia just alluded there, Lundstrom and Kamara, we don't need two sitting midfielders. A game against Dundee United are missing half their midfield, and it was a non-event in the first half. Yeah,
Lundstrom offered very little, if anything, in that first half, and obviously we get to half time and it's still nothing each, and I'm not stretching things when I say that's the worst half of football we've seen under Gio by a long, long way, really very, very far. And obviously it led to a change. We took off Lundstrom and we brought on Scott Wright, and we started the second half much more positive, looked more dangerous because we had a bit of pace in the team and it wasn't just relying on Ryan Kent. However, I don't want to be too critical because we have come out with 3 points, but up until the point we're about to talk to, Ali, it was still nothing was really happening. Scott Wright had a chance he should do better with, but Alfredo has a half chance that he skies, but still it was a tough watch today.
Yeah, it was hard. I thought the tempo, it was too slow at times. I mean, I'll give Gio praise in terms of he changed it straight on half time. He recognised that we don't need two sitting midfielders, took Lundstrom off, put Scott. I thought Scott Wright was bright for 10 minutes and then fell away with the game, to be honest. He had that one chance which I probably should score. I'd need to see it back. The goalkeeper maybe did well with the save, but we huffed and puffed, and it just looked like one of the games that we could possibly play all day and not score, to be honest. It just had a feel of that, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't a best display, Scott.
No, it wasn't. I mean, obviously at half time we all came in the concourse and the club deck and started speaking about it, and you both were like, right, Lundstrom and Hadji off. I was like, I reckon he'll take Lundstrom off and maybe put like a Sakala on and bring Hadji more centrally. But it was right that he done, so he did do that, and you could see Hadji started playing a wee bit better. You know, he was a wee bit more control with the ball. He didn't have to make those bursting runs, so he was a wee bit more control. But yeah, it reminded me an awful lot of the first half of the St Johnstone game in Wednesday night there. It was similar to that for long periods today. It was, and the crowd again, it's the second game in a row I've noticed the crowd getting really, really agitated very quickly on. More so than we even were under Gerrard earlier in the season, which is a strange one for me because, you know, we've been doing great under Gio, but I suppose that's kind of what that brings. You play so well that the crowd expect us to be brilliant all the time, which we're not going to be all the time. These are the kind of the result today is the kind of result that wins you leagues. So
I can't disagree with that, mate. I really can't. Obviously, we then on to the penalty to Rangers. The 3 words that we all love to hear, and the 3 words that we needed today to score a goal. It's a blatant handball. It's the most penalties of penalties that you would imagine, and the cojones of James Tavernier to step up and bury a pressure penalty. Very well taken, and there was a massive sigh of relief around Ibrox.
Yeah, I think that was the only way we were going to score for a penalty set piece or something. It was stonewall penalty. I've seen it back before this. Yeah. It is a stonewall penalty. The guy handballs it. The guy even knows when he handballs it. It's a stonewall penalty. and we all look and go, oh, Kamara Roof isn't here, he's not even in the team, it's Tav. And the way we were playing today, is it one of the days, and you've got to take your hat off to James Tavernier. He stepped up, he showed he's a captain of Rangers, and he drilled that right into the left hand side, right hand side of the keeper, and it was a great penalty. And hats off to Tav. I thought Tav was good today, and he showed why he's a Rangers captain today, and he delivered.
Yeah, Scotia, you had the privilege of coming over and sitting next to me in the second half, which is a very rare occurrence. But I mean, cats off to Tav. As pressure penalties go, the way we were playing, that's a pressure penalty.
Yeah, no, it is. And I mean, we turned to each other and went, "Oh, Roof's not playing. Roof's not even at the bench. It's going to fall to Tav again." And we've been harsh on Tav because he missed a couple last season, but that's two he's taken now since or when Roof's not been playing, and he's put them away both really comfortably. And I give credit to the linesman, because I think it was the linesman that was waving his flag about like a maniac to give that, because I don't think can't remember who the referee was, but I don't think he was giving it until the linesman flagged for it. So fair play to the ref there.
Yes, ref was hopeless again, but again we'll not get into that because we'll come in with 3 points. Look, and Rangers kind of ride the luck a wee bit. Dundee United get one chance right in the death of the game, where they hit the bar. Even before that, we should probably have made it two with a breakaway from Morelos, who did really well to win the ball, and him Aribo broke forward. Obviously Joe Aribo came on for Scott Arfield, and again Aribo didn't really do himself any justice. He should really be scoring that one. But we get there and we get the 3 points, and these are the kind of games, and the messages that have come in to me already have been about us getting 3 points, and this is the games that wins your leagues. The sponsors, man of the match tonight was Yanis Hadji. They are taking the piss with that one.
Scotia was a sponsor today, actually.
Literally, I cannot.
I turned round to you right before it got announced and nearly said that'll be Hadji.
Yeah, because you were trying to wind me up. Yeah, no, the Rabona flick and the failed attempt at keeping the ball in the corner from Hadji, no.
5 minutes to go.
Today, I like Yanis Hadji, but today, no, not for me. There is not a chance in hell that he is man of the match. In my personal opinion, I thought he was poor, and I'm surprised he stayed in the park as long as he done. Just my opinion, however. But we've got out with 3 points. It's a massive 3 points. It keeps this run going. We've kept the zero yet again, and again. Yes, we could ask for a better performance. We're going to get these games. These games are going to crop up in Scottish football the way the league goes, and we've managed to come out with 3 points. So my man of the match today was James Tavernier, just for his persistence and obviously getting us that goal with the penalty. So I'll give it to James Tavernier. Ali, your man of the match?
Yeah, I'd just like to quickly say, like you said there, a lot of Rangers fans went today, I think, thinking we were going to give Dundee United a hiding, and
me included.
That's not how football works all the time. But at the end of the day, we've come out with 3 points. We are 7 points clear. We can enjoy our Christmas going into the Boxing Day. But yes, I 100%. I thought Glenn Kamara was very good as well, but I'm the same. To me, I thought Tav was really good. He was pushing forward at times. I thought he defended well at times, and he took that pressure penalty. So for me, James Tavernier.
Scotia, if you say Hadji, I'm never letting you on this podcast again.
I was going to do it as well. Every time I come on and speak about team performances under Gio, there's not really one big standout, maybe apart from Aribo midweek there, and McGregor against Hearts. But I thought a lot of the players didn't play great, and those that did play pretty good, there wasn't much between them. So I'm going to give it to Alfie. I thought Alfie was pretty good. Did he not nick it away, but it was offside?
Yeah.
I know.
That's true. That was close. That one, mate. I did.
Yeah, because I didn't really. There wasn't many complaints, and I wasn't.
Well, I celebrate that like a madman.
Yeah. So, but I thought Alfie again had another good performance, staying where he needs to stay. Yeah, and obviously when you've got players round about you like Arfield and Hadji not playing at their best, I thought he done really well, because sometimes if it's Alfie up by himself, he could just get isolated and completely fall out the game. But I thought he was pretty decent throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, and Nathan Patterson, you've got to give a wee shout to him. He's obviously playing left back. It's not his position.
He's not a left back.
He's not a left back. No, he isn't a left back. But again, I think he kind of grew into the role as the game went on, and he was pretty solid towards the end. But look, the 3 points is all that mattered today after the experience of the first half anyway that we had to sit through. And we go into the Christmas break now 7 points. Not really a Christmas break for us. We go into Christmas Day 7 points ahead, no matter matter what. So that's all we can ask for. We've managed to get the job done. Ali, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you in Boxing Day, hopefully.
Scotia.
Aye, cheers. No, that was a good one. No, well, hopefully.
Oh, we'll do it.
We'll
Sorry,
speak
we'll do it.
We'll speak to them beforehand.
Aye, sorry.
So no, cheers.
Ali
guys.
literally has no idea how this podcast is
So
run, by
perhaps
the way.
we've had a couple
Just
of
so
days,
everybody
haven't you?
knows, Ali's got no clue how this podcast runs. We will be back with a Club Deck Corner before Christmas. If you choose not to tune into that, have a good Christmas. See, I got you out of
That's
jail
what I
there.
meant, aye.
I got you out of jail there. You see that? But yeah, Rangers roll on. We're 7 points clear. That's all we can ask for. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. We'll speak to you all on Tuesday. Cheers, everybody.